Right, Shalom. First, I'd like to give all praises unto Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, and double honors unto the apostles and elders at Great Millstone. Honors to you brothers out there in the highways and the byways, teaching this word in all sincerity and in truth. And shalom to you brothers and sisters out there that's listening and learning and supporting the ministry. Just want to address this real quick, man, real quick. Now this guy made a comment. He said the KKK is 501c3 too. So what? You have deals with your phone company and rent, so you have made deals with the white man too. Now, this is the mark of a man that is a simpleton. Because what we're talking about is making a deal with Esau in regards to this ministry, which is holy. This ministry, listen, this ministry that we're doing, this work that we're doing is a holy work. Holy, separate. This ain't no fucking phone deal where you get £25, you get your 25 gigs a month of data with your unlimited minutes and your unlimited text, and you make an agreement to pay you £25 for the next 12 months. And then, we all know what a phone contract. This ain't, the word of the Lord ain't no fucking phone contract, okay? Or it ain't no rent agreement where you agree, you pay your rent, you agree that you can't smoke in there, and this and that. This ain't no motherfucking rent agreement, man. This is the word of the Lord, you fucking dickhead. You fucking, oh man. We're talking about the holy ministry of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, the holy ministry of Yahweh Shai, and we're simply saying to you that we ain't going to have Esau involved in that in any way, shape, or form, put in any kind of restraints or anything to do with this ministry. We could do this ministry by ourselves. You don't need to be 501c3. And because these guys are 501c3, that's why they start changing the doctrine, man, to go to mold their organization, their incorporated organization with the government, to mold it to suit the 501c3 and its charter. All right, the apostles already brought out what the 501c3 was set up to do in the first place. See, you guys are in the spirit of them Pharisees back then. And why do I say that? Because the Pharisees were completely happy with Judea being a province of Rome. And that's exactly what you guys want. You guys want to build for yourself an Israelite province in Rome, where you could be Israelites and have your fringes as a Roman citizen as long as you toe the line. And one of the things that they can't teach against, all right, is that mark of the beast, man, because that's a government program. These guys sold out. Whether you want to believe it or not, man, they sold out. All right. Now, really, what I want to focus in on is the last part. It says, and there is no chip, dumbass. So according to him, there is no chip. Have you seen anyone get the chip in their forehead yet? And what if a person is an amputee with no right hand? Laughing my ass off, GMS don't got the truth. This guy's a simpleton. And all you simple-minded Israelites, the Lord has no use for you. Okay, the Lord's looking for princes. He's raising up princes. A prince is to be raised in diligence and prudence. So shall he govern. If you got a prince which is not prudent or diligent in matters, then what's his rulership gonna be like? You guys are unworthy. All this guy had to do was do a little bit of research, and he would have understanding. But he's too lazy to do that. He's too lazy, and that's gonna be his destruction. Because I don't believe the mark of the beast is the implantable RFID chip simply because a man told me that. Because the apostles and elders told me, so we just ate that. They encourage us to then go and do our own research into them scriptures, do our research and see what's popping out here. And once I did my diligent research, I come to the conclusion that the apostles and elders, man, the men of the Lord, the prophets, are 100% correct in what they're saying, man. And you can see it unfolding before your very eyes if you apply prudence and diligence in your searching. Doth not the scripture say, be wise as serpents, man? But you guys steady want to be simple. Now, just a simple word search, you'll find out, look at this, a hardware update for the human brain. From Silicon Valley startups to the US Department of Defense, scientists and engineers are hard at work on a brain-computer interface that could turn us into programmable, debuggable machines. Alright, look, man, I'm going to let you look at it, man. Look at this here, man. It says, before Bughard received a brain implant, she was having as many as 500 spikes of seizure-like activity. So they're actually speaking about a woman receiving an implant, man. Right here, Emily Bughard. Emily Bughard has a computer inside her skull, but you wouldn't know it to look at her. I mean, this is happening. And the main way they're trying to push the chip in the brain forth right now is through the medical industry. Alright? Alright? The chip is real, man. What are you saying? Just type in man chip in brain and you're going to get all kind of articles, man. You're going to get images. Alright? The guy has a chip in his brain, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you guys talking about? Alright? It's time to stop the simplicity, man. And start really, this is life or death. Really looking at what we're saying and go and do your research, man. Stop being lazy. Because it's going to be the death of you. Alright? The Lord wants you to be prudent. Alright, let's get a few scriptures on that. Let me get Proverbs 12 and 23. 13 and 16. Every prudent man dealing with knowledge, but a fool layeth open his folly. The Lord ain't dealing with fools, man. Alright? Proverbs 14 and 8. The wisdom of the prudent is to understand his way. Alright? But the folly of the fools is deceit. And you guys are taken in deceit, man. Alright? Because you're not prudent. You lack understanding, man. And that's gonna lead to you taking that mark of the beast. And in the end, when they make that chip mandatory, you're going to be all messed up in the mind. And you know what you're going to do? You're going to tempt the Lord and say, you know what? I'm going to get the chip in my left hand. You guys are man, I don't get it, man. All right. Proverbs 14 and 15. The simple believeth every word, but the prudent man looketh well to his going. Not long ago, you guys let Nate sit there and tell you that you can't buy or sell with a RFID chip. It's only for where's my dog. Well, what the fuck? I got a card right here. With the RFID chip in there, which you could go to the store and buy and sell with. And you dumbasses sat there and let Nate tell you that. And all you have to do is do a simple search and go to RFID. The first article that comes up is a Wikipedia, and you go down to uses and you can see buying and selling contactless payments as one of the uses of the RFID technology. When you sat there and let Nate tell you that where's my dog? You gonna let your dog buy you a piece of lamb then? Well, I could go buy a piece of lamb right now with an RFID chip. I can go right around the corner to the Tesco Express and buy a piece of lamb with my RFID chip, man. But you guys sat there and let Nate tell you that. You sat there and let Johanna tell you that the mark of the beast is an embargo. It's on nations. And you let Nate tell you the same thing. Well, if it's an embargo on nations, then why are there going to be individual men who are going to be beheaded for not receiving the mark of the beast? Or is it nations that are going to be beheaded? You guys are clowns, man. Alright? Simple as hell. It's Proverbs 16 and 21. The wise in heart shall be called prudent, and the sweetness of the lips increaseth learning. Proverbs 18 and 15. The heart of the prudent getteth knowledge, and the ear of the wise seeketh knowledge. Okay. That's the point. I wanted to get these scriptures real quick, man. And we're warning you, look, man, do your research and really seek this thing out, man, while you can. While you can, because the time is going to come where you're going to have to stand on the foundation that you built for yourself. You know, a lot of you guys, you've been playing games. You think this is a fad. You think this is a joke. And you ain't been building up your spiritual armor, man, with wisdom and understanding and faith. And when that time comes, you're going to have to stand You're going to have to hide in that house that you built. And, and a lot of you going to find out that it ain't going to withstand the winds, man. All right. Ezekiel 14:9. And if the prophet be deceived when he have spoken the thing, I, the Lord, have deceived that prophet, and I will stretch out my hand upon him, and will destroy him from the midst of my people Israel. And they shall bear the punishment of their iniquity. The punishment of the prophet shall be even as the punishment of him that seeketh unto him. So all you guys that seek unto IUIC, IUCPK, and any of these other Israelite groups that are perverting the gospel, man, and going off, you're going to be punished with them wicked niggas, man. You ain't going to be able to make the excuse and say, well, you know, Nate told me this, or Johanna told me this, that I was only following it because Johanna was the only man set up to raise Israel up. Look, man, that's not going to be an excuse. You gotta get this thing for yourself, man. And that's one thing in GreatMillStone, man. We teach, man. You got to be fully persuaded in your own mind. We raise up men to go and beginning with the apostles and elders to go and do their own research, to get this for yourself, to get this understanding for yourself, man. Don't just believe what we say like that. Go and look into it, man. Search the spirit, man. You know what I mean? Let this, you know. And if the Lord's dealing with you, you will find the truth in what we're saying, man. Simple as that, man. That's what I did, man. I didn't just take things off the hand, man. I went and researched it, man. And that grew my understanding even further. When you look into things for yourself, it grows your understanding even further, man. And you can't be confounded. You can't come up and confound me on the mark of the beast, because I'm not repeating what I've heard. I'm actually gone and done the research to myself. So I got the information in my head. And I'll tear you to pieces, man. Okay, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai, man. We look into things ourselves, man. No matter what it is the apostles teach, in order for us to be teachers, we gotta go and be grounded in it. So we gotta go and research it and get it for ourselves, man. Search the scriptures to see if the things we are being taught is true. Research. Now, as for your statement about, oh, what if you take it in the left hand? First of all, most people on the planet Earth are right-handed. That's why the prophet saw them taking it in their right hand. Okay. All right. There's not many people are left-handed. But guess what? Left-handed people will be taking the chip in their left hand, because that's their principal hand. Now, if you ain't got a right hand, you're going to take it in your left hand. If you ain't got a left hand, you're going to take it in your right hand. If you ain't got no hands, you're probably going to be put to death any damn way, because Esau ain't looking to look after your ass. You know, Esau loves to get rid of the weak and the old. They're going to be destroyed anyway. But so what? They put it in your kneecap, put it in your forehead. All right? It don't matter where you take the mark of the beast, man. The fact of the matter is the Lord said not to take it. If you take it, you're going to be destroyed. And we're warning you of that. If you want to tempt the Lord, that's on you, okay? But the scripture says this, Luke 4:12. And Yahweh answered, said unto him, it is said, thou shalt not tempt the Lord thy God. When you're coming up with little loopholes, like what if a person is an amputee with no right hand? You're already trying to bring some kind of loophole into it. And a lot of you are going to try and take the chip in your left hand or some outlandish place. And you're going to justify it, man. But the Lord's still going to destroy you, man, for being a fool, trying to play with him. Trying to play with the Lord and his judgment. Well, you know, I didn't take it in my right hand, I had it in my left, so it's alright. So it's going to destroy you, man. So if that, I'm going to say, shalom, man. Do your research.